Good morning, guys. I'm Chris, and welcome back to another episode of Rift Amps. Right, so first job this week in prep for the guitar show is I need to get this PR18 built. So, as you remember before, I've gone ahead and populated the chassis. At least I've got the sockets in, the transformers, filter can, and most of my mounting hardware. So today I've gone ahead and I've cut, drilled, swaged the eyelets in, and then populated the board, which is going to sit quite nicely there, like so. I need to do the bias board, which I need to make up because I've actually run out. So I'm going to take this opportunity to change the design slightly, just to give myself more room in the chassis. And then I can start getting all the wiring and bits done on this. So my main job this week is to get this amp built. The cabinet should be with me Wednesday, possibly Thursday. The Aynsley list of signature that I've got built, Aynsley's going to try and get here this week to play it and sign it off before we take it to the guitar show. Because doing it there is very noisy, you can't hear all the nuanced details and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to try and do that here, and if he does visit the workshop, I will mic it up and do you some sound samples, much better than the phone audio that we've done before. So please look out for that. What else have I got to do? I've got my new prototype amp to get finished. I've got a faceplate on order for it, so it can once that's here I can get it loaded in the cab, and then we can take that to the guitar show. And I was thinking about, I haven't decided yet, but I was thinking about bringing along one of the completed chassis on an amp stand, so you can all see, so I can just have it on display open so people can have a look and look at the quality of the wiring and the work that I do. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. So yeah, so that's the plan. I've got to get an Elysium pedal built as well to show that off. And I'm just waiting on this banner to arrive. So fingers crossed that gets here towards the tail end of this week. But yeah, this video is going to be... I've got to get this video filmed and edited and done by end of Thursday this week. Because Friday, obviously, I'm going up to Birmingham to set up and do all things. So I can't do any editing that day. So... all the guitar show stuff is going to be shown the following week in a video. But there we go. Right, should we crack on and get some amps built? Just finished wiring up the brown panel PR18 that's going to be on our stand at the guitar show. Really happy with this one. After lunch, I'm going to fire it up on the test bench, run it through, make sure it's all okay. And then I can get final assembly done and it in a cabinet to show everyone. And there we go then, all running on the bench, looking great. There's our output sine wave. We're driving into 8 ohms and you can see we've got about 12 volts RMS output just at the point of clipping. And if we look at our conversion sheet, 12 volts gives us 18 watts, so we're bang on 18 watts at clean. There you go. So really happy with this one. It looks like a nice sine wave on the scope. It's running well. All the voltages are bang on perfect. I'm really happy with this. I'll just show you the tremolo. So if I advance the tremolo control, you can see on the scope and then if I increase the speed, the scope struggles to catch up with it. But there you go. Nice scope. Reverb works. Tone controls are working. Advanced treble control, you can see. Treble frequencies are easier to generate, therefore they'll also overdrive sooner. So as you advance treble control, you'll see the clipping changes. Back that off. Back up to clipping, there it is, and the bass control changes the shape too. So that's all working great. Really happy with this. It's going to sit on burn-in now for the rest of today, to be honest, and then most of tomorrow. So it should, by that point, get 12 hours. If it's not showing any issues at that point, then it's good enough to show at the guitar show. But I need to crack on next with getting our Elysium pedal built, our demo pedal for the show, because I don't have one at the moment, so we're going to get that done. I've already drilled the... What have I done with it? I was looking at it just the other day. Oh, here it is. So I've gone ahead and drilled this one out. And what I like to do, and I've shown you lot this before, but see if we can get a nice zoom in for you. When I do these holes, I also just touch it on the next size up, just to get a slight chamfer, you can see. One, that helps with deburring, but it just means you get a nice finish on that hole, and so when you put your component through, nothing's going to snag. You see, there's a tiny, you can just see where the bit started to touch on the next size up, just on the slope. Yeah, there you go. Right, so I need to get that one built this afternoon, nice and easy. We've now got the new amp into that speaker.
Oh, right, okay. So I need to plug into it then.
Yeah. So, right. Reverb's in, 16 ohm. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good. Let me try me on the guitar.
Yeah. So that's your custom shop, isn't it? That grey one.
Yeah, custom shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Mark Foley pickups in it. Yeah, there we are.
Mark Foley. Oh, I remember Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the Isle of Wight, isn't he?
Yes, these are in the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are Mark Foley. They're 59 Reserve V2s with a slightly hotter bridge, which he makes especially for me.
To your spec.
Yeah. But just on that, it's a more modern sounding guitar, so I thought, as it's a more modern sounding guitar, just go for a bit more of a.
And this one is.
This is a 74. It's just been refretted, and this. So the middle pickup's not original. I don't know what that is, but
So
but
if it's a 70 Strat,
yeah,
educate me here. They should be grey bottom pickups. Is that
yeah,
right?
grey bottom pickups.
Yeah. But the middle one is a replacement. Or
Yeah,
is it a
I'm not
rewind?
sure what that is.
Okay.
It's not the best sounding pickup, but I don't really use the middle one on its own. But that's the original one, and that one is, and both these two sound really good. But yeah, I mean, it's lived a bit of a life, but fortunately, it's all the important stuff's there. So
Yeah.
Um,
So you've just had a refret on it.
Yeah.
Was that because you wanted to go to a different fret profile, or because they were just worn out, or?
they were severely worn out. they were about level. I think it had been refretted before with some jumbo frets, because they were definitely not the original vintage frets.
Yeah.
But they were so low, and there were so many like divots in where it just been. I mean, it's all this wear is proper. You know, it's been played a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just where I bought it from. I was told it was the frets were low, but it was still playable. That wasn't 100% true. It was completely unplayable. So before I could even really try it out, I had it refreshed.
And so it's a 70s. It's poly finish.
Yes.
But all that wear is natural.
Yeah, it's a weird one actually, because
on it.
In the
if you look at the arm contour, where a lot of it's come off.
Yeah.
But it's
quite.
It's worn through, but it's kind of polished itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a weird one, because in the 70s they did use poly, but they also were still using a bit of nitro, and it was a bit of a mix. It's really unclear. I've got a few of these 70s Fenders, including a couple of basses as well, and some of them have got thick poly that literally just chips off in chunks, and other ones are a bit more like that, where it's that's kind of how nitro would wear. So I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is poly.
Yeah.
It's just been used a lot.
It's cool, isn't it?
But yeah, it's.
And is it a one-piece neck, or is it a separate fingerboard on the?
No, it's a one-piece neck, because the twist rod's in from the back. So yeah, it's one piece.
Is there a? Oh yeah, it's got the adjustment at the top.
Yeah, so you've got
that's the later start.
Which, do you know what, I actually think. I mean, 70 Strats, the bullet twist rod gets a real bad rep. People don't like the look of them. It doesn't really bother me. I actually prefer these, because it means that when you need to adjust the neck relief, you don't have to take the neck off.
Yeah. Is it two-way adjustment as well, or is it just single way?
It's just you can just tighten it or loosen it. It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't bend the other way. So.
Okay.
And it works on this.
Yeah.
Which.
Right, let's hear it then.
Oh god, moment of truth.
Is it in tune?
As near as. Straight away, it's a lot sweeter than that one. That's a really good custom shop, but it's got a more modern thing to it. So it's not particularly spiky. I mean,
no, it's not, is it?
Bridge pickups are obviously,
but it's punchy though.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's got all that mid-range punch and thump.
Because these pickups are, they're a lot lower wound than the sort of early to mid 60s ones, and I think these normally read about 5.5K at the most. But as long as the guitar itself is good and well balanced, I think they're great. I really like them. So I don't know. Sounds pretty fat.
Yeah, they want to feedback as well, don't they?
Oh yeah,
that harmonic feedback. You can hear they're just on the edge.
They are pretty microphonic.
Yeah. But you're controlling that. That's not unplayable. That's all under your fingers.
It's just right, isn't it? And we're only on like just over 2, so it's not
on the master. Yeah,
it's loud in here, but it's not. We're not cranking the amp too high. The amp sounds good, by the way.
Good.
I think it sounds.
I'm pleased.
I think it sounds better with this guitar. I think it's just a better guitar. Or maybe
over the grey one.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just more in tune with these.
Now you've got another creamy yellow 70s Strat, haven't you? The one with the bird's eye neck.
Yeah.
That's not this guitar. That is a different one. You haven't just changed the neck on it.
That is a different one. Yeah, it's a different guitar. I've got a few. Yeah, and that's different to this again. They've all just got their own character. I quite like this one. One of the reasons I bought this is because it looks like it's lived a life, which is normally the sign of a good guitar.
It's great, isn't it?
And the neck is a bit chunkier. That one with the bird's eye neck, it's a great Strat, and I love it. But it's got quite a skinny neck, and I don't know. I've been getting a bit of cramp recently on gigs, so maybe. And I've always used chunkier necks, and it's not until I started using that yellow one with a.
That you started getting hand cramp.
I started getting, and it kind of clicked last week when I was out gigging. The first part of the set, I used my Les Paul, which has got a chunky neck, and then as soon as I picked up the Strat, suddenly because on a gig you're gripping that bit harder, but your grip's tighter because the neck's smaller. So this has got a chunkier neck. So,
wow.
So I might use this one for the time being. is loud, actually.
Yeah. We just try it with a Les Paul,
Yeah.
just so we can hear that.
Yeah.
Probably need tuning.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely going to take this on a gig.
So you've got that. You've got the new telly. I saw you had your ProBet Les Sans LP single cut thing.
Yeah.
Back out again recently.
Oh, I've got, it's all got a little bit silly, if I'm honest.
And the
I've got the old silver. I've got
the Silvertones, yeah.
a couple of those old Silvertones.
That'll probably need tuning.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have you?
It's been hanging out the front.
Chris, this is unplayable.
All right. Let's go for the gold one then.
I think the cold's got to the neck. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't touched it in about 6 months, you know.
I can tell. That's a bit better. Yeah, you might want to.
Oh, actually, it's gone. The neck's gone
It's
convex.
actually gone into a back bend.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. You won't see it on camera.
That'll be.
But I'm looking down the length of the.
Hang on a minute. Why have you got a strap button there as well?
It's a balance thing.
A balance thing.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
I was just experimenting if moving it to the back, like on a SG or a Firebird,
Right. Okay. Right. Okay.
improves the balance.
What kind of?
That is a Tyson Tone 53 or 54 low wind, which is correct for the style of guitar. The G string will be out probably.
Sounds quite good. Yeah, that's nice.
So that was built for me by a chap called Andy Vickers, who's now retired. 2009 he made it for me. And it was based on Billy Gibbons did a Jules Holland show with a single cut carved top, gold top. I thought, I want one of them. So I had one done. But then a couple of years after I had it made, the gold wasn't quite right. So I sent it to Damien Probet for a respray, and he resprayed the gold for me. And he got it bang on proper Gibson gold. And you can see how the lacquer's cracked on it. It's perfect. And it's just like this. It doesn't sound like a stripped down standard. It sounds like a beefed up junior. Yeah. If you know where I'm coming from on that.
It's really interesting the lacquer checking on it. Yeah. But yeah, Damien's the man for that sort of stuff.
So and it's good to see he's set up again, and he's building. He's got a new unit up north, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's back on it, which is where he should be, really. So.
Because one of his Meteors, no, it's the Rocket 54, is one I was interested in. His double cut calf top like that.
Yeah.
Killer.
They're really nice. I used one of those on a gig. He brought one to a gig and I tried it, and I immediately fell in love with it. But he took it away again at the end of the night. But they are really, really good. Damien's one of those guys. He's one of the guitar builders that not only do his guitars look and feel the part, they sound. He just knows how to pick the right piece of timber, the right piece of wood for the neck and the body. And I mean, he built me a Strat as well, which he doesn't build Strats for anyone, but he built me one. And even now,
the white one.
Yeah, even now I've got all
Olympic white. Or was it Arctic white?
It was Olympic white to start with. It's now gone to sort of like creamy colour.
That's it. Yeah.
But even though I've got like some really nice old, 70s ones and some nice old Strats, whenever I pick up that Probet one, it's still up there with the best Strats I've ever had. It really is good. So Damien's, he's great. He's really, really good.
And then I had Neil Iverson do the final setup on that.
Oh, right.
And he nailed it. So
So Damien, you can just send the cheque in the post. Just make it payable to me or Chris.
Aynsley Lister Enterprises. Cool. Right, thoughts on the amp?
I think it sounds great. Yeah, cool. It's pretty. Yeah, I think we're getting more and more consistent from amp to amp now. So there's nothing I would change.
They don't require as much tweaking now.
No, I am just going to plug in the Strat again. But I think from as we've built a few, you've noticed there's been a few key components which are very, very sensitive to tolerance.
Oh, unbelievably sensitive.
As in, like, it will completely change the character of the amp. And once we'd kind of figured that out, I guess this feels immediately lighter.
Yeah. I mean, that's
massive hunk.
Probably about £9. That thing.
Yeah. This feels like
£9.5.
It feels like a toy guitar now.
Yeah. I'll have to send that black one for a setup.
Yeah, because they did actually make not heavy Strats in the 70s as well as all the heavy ones. So I weighed this; it's 7.61 pounds.
See, that's not offensively heavy for a Strat, is it?
It's just a good standard weight. If you look at all the custom shop master builts that they go for 10 grand, they're all around about that weight. So that seems to be what the weight that people want. But right, let's try it. Yeah, I think it sounds great. Yeah.
Cool. Right, so if you'll be watching this video on this Sunday, which is the second day of the guitar show in Birmingham, so if you want to come up, if you haven't got anything to do, come up to the show, come and see me on the stand. We're going to have both Aynsley's black amp on the stand and the one we're just signing off now in the green cabinets. You can come and play them both alongside a couple of other models and some pedals. Come and say hello. Aynsley's going to be around all day. I'm sure we'll do an autograph or a photo or an Instagram post or something like that. So yeah, come and see us. Don't miss out. Well, that's it then, guys. That's another episode done. I really hope you enjoyed this one. It was great chatting to Aynsley about Strats and guitars and, amplifiers and all those kind of things. If you're coming to the guitar show today, pop by the stand, come and see us. It'd be lovely to meet you. But if not, please give this video a thumbs up. Comments down below, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, you know the rules by now, and I shall catch you all at the next one.